subscribe, and press the bell icon to never miss an update from Gadgets Busters. So welcome back, guys. I'm Swagat and you're watching Gadgets Busters, and today I'm here with a new video series, and that is related to the things you should know before buying some electronic goods, and goods like smartphone, tablet, laptop, or other things like even home appliances like AC also. So most of the time that happens that the dealer sometimes make us fool by telling some fake specifications because they knew that we are not aware of the features of that, or we don't know about that technology. So in this video series, I will tell you the important things to know before buying something. For example, if you are buying a smartphone, what are the things you should know before buying a smartphone so that you will buy a price with the smartphone and you will be happy with your purchase. So this video is especially starting with smartphones. So this video is things to know before you buy a smartphone. I will talk about other things in my coming videos. So for this, let's begin. Before buying a smartphone, there are some categories or some criteria that we should be aware of that, so that we'll buy a better smartphone within our budget. So first comes the design and the build quality of the smartphone. The design itself can be done very easily by just looking at the phone. We can get an idea about the design of the phone. But for the build quality, we have to physically hold the phone in our hand so that we can get idea of the build quality of the phone. It is not an issue when you buy the phone in the local market or in the store, but it becomes a problem when you buy a phone online, like from Amazon, Flipkart, or Snapdeal. You may get some problem because you cannot know whether the build quality is good or not. So better to do a research on that, whether the phone is metal or plastic. If plastic, it is good. If metal, then it should be unibody or not. So you have to research in that, watch some videos on the YouTube. So that is the first point. Second, you have the screen size and the display. Screen size depends on you. Actually, 5.5 inch and 5 inch are the most suitable screen size of the phone in today's. So if you go for a 5.5 inch phone, it is better for multitasking and you'll get a bigger screen for watching movies. But if you are like a sports person, if you want to carry a phone while playing or something, then 5-inch phone is better because you may get some problem using 5.5-inch phone within keeping it in your pocket. You cannot run fast, so some problems like that. So don't go for bigger size. Please stay within the limit of 5.5-inch display. Then comes the processor, RAM, and memory. This is one of the most important part of the phone. You should be aware of that, and this is the most technical part of the phone. You should know. The processor are of some different brands like MediaTek, Snapdragon, and Exynos of Samsung, or Kirin of brand like Huawei. So first of all, let me just directly say that you should always prefer the phones with the processor of Snapdragon processor. Don't go for MediaTek because they have some heating issues and the performance is very low as compared to the Snapdragon processors. And if you go for Samsung, then search for the Exynos processor and compare with the equivalent Snapdragon processor. Same in the case of Kirin processor, so that you can get an idea. And for the Snapdragon, it is not like that if a phone has Snapdragon, it is a better phone. First of all, you have to know which is the processor model in the phone. For example, if you are buying a phone in the range of 5,000 to 10,000, you should have at least Snapdragon 425 or above. Even you should have 430 or above in that price range. And if you are buying a phone in the range above 10,000, you should expect a processor of at least Snapdragon 625. That is one of the most efficient and balanced processor. And if you want performance, then you can go for 652, as 650 is quite old processor, but still it's okay. But nowadays you will get 652 of Snapdragon. And then comes the RAM. You should be aware of that. In today's date, I have to use at least a 3 GB RAM phone, because below that the phone may not handle the applications, because nowadays the applications are getting very heavy and it will be difficult for the phone to handle them. So more the RAM it is better, but still you have to go for the coordination of processor and the RAM. It is not like that RAM is more than phone will be faster. So both should have the coordination. So at least you should have a 3 GB RAM phone, and that should be DDR4 RAM. Okay, and then if you go for memory, nowadays you should have at least 32 GB internal memory in your phone. And if there is it is a hybrid phone, then you must go for a 32 GB phone or 64 GB, that is better. But if you go for a phone of 16 GB that has hybrid memory and you want to use two SIMs in that phone, in that place you will may face problem in the case of storage, because from the 16 GB you will just get about 11 to 12 GB free memory. So better to go for a 32 GB phone, and if it has expandable memory slot it will be a better option. And then comes the camera. Camera is another one of the important factor of the phone. First of all, you should know that the more the megapixel number doesn't signify that the camera is better. You should go for the camera sensor of the phone. If a phone has a better camera sensor like Sony or Samsung sensor, so the phone may be a better phone may have a better camera. But if a phone has 20 megapixel camera, another phone has 16 megapixel camera, the phone with the 16 megapixel camera may click better pictures if it has a better camera sensor. So you should go first check some details on the internet, and YouTube also you can watch some review videos of the phone. And while buying from online stores, you should check the comment section. And if you're buying from a local market, please don't believe in the words of the shopkeeper or the retailer, because they can do anything, they can tell any lies for selling their product. Then comes the battery of the phone. So nowadays I will recommend at least 3000 mAh of battery for a phone with a 5.5-inch display, and at least 2500 mAh battery for a phone with 5-inch display. With that you can get at least 1 day of battery backup, and the more the battery then it is better. Still it also depends on the software versions and the software of the phone, UI of the phone. And that was the recommendation for the battery. Then comes the sensors. For the sake of sensors, if you are a VR user or if you need a compass in your phone, then you should at least find these two sensors, that are the magnetic sensor and the gyroscope, that should be in the phone. And even some mid-range phones will not get these sensors, but most of the phone provide this. You should have a check on this, because VR is very interesting, that is virtual reality. You can enjoy with that 360 videos, and you can use Google Cardboard or something other VRs. With that you can enjoy the VR experience. So better to find these sensors in your phone. And then we have the SIM slot and the 4G VoLTE option. Nowadays you know that 4G VoLTE is a must option in the phone. If you get a LTE phone, still you can face problems while calling with the Jio. You have to use an external application, that is Jio 4G voice, but you can avoid that by buying a 4G VoLTE phone. So make sure that your phone is 4G VoLTE supported. And the SIM slot that I have previously told, it should be hybrid or not. If it is hybrid, you should at least buy a 32 GB phone, or if or 64 GB. If it is not hybrid, then you can adjust with that by using expandable memory storage. Then comes the Android version of the phone. Android version phone, I will recommend at least Marshmallow, that is Android 6.0 in today's phones. Or nowadays most of the phones are coming in with Android Nougat, that is 7.0 out of the box. So that is a better option. And below Android 6.0, I will not recommend to buy that phone in today's date. Then coming to the price, as per your price, please check that whether you are getting the specifications or not. Please, before buying a phone, have some research on the internet, and watch some videos of that phone in the YouTube. Not only one video, because some videos are in YouTube are also there, which are just paid videos, biased videos. So please watch multiple videos to get an idea. And as I have told before, please check the comment section from where you are buying the phone. And finally comes the brand of the phone. If you're brand oriented, then you can go for some branded phones, but it is not like that. Some low brand phones also provide, companies also provide better phones comparatively to the high brand, and especially in the mid range segment. If you're buying a higher-end phone with a big budget, then you can go for the brands. But still, there are some Chinese brands also that are providing better options, and some Indian brands like Micromax are not providing better phones, but company like Smartphone, that are some new companies in India, are making better phones. Like the latest phone of SRT phone, that is Sachin Tendulkar's phone. It is a very good phone in the price range of 13,000. So like that, you can go for the brand like OnePlus, or Xiaomi is a very stable brand. That is a Chinese brand, but it's one of the most stable brand. So other phones, if you want to buy Samsung phones, then you should buy at least 20,000 above phones. Don't buy 20,000 below phones of Samsung. So these are some brand options. So I think you get a lot of information from this video, and you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please share this with your friends and family so that they can be also aware of these things before buying a phone, and they can be also satisfied like you after buying a phone. So please don't waste your money. Please buy a phone that is very price worthy, and you get all the features as per the price you have paid. So thank you. So that's all. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you'll be getting update of the other videos of this series. So thank you. Bye.